Hi everybody, I'm David R. Michaels. I'm an actor, writer, director, secretly a time-traveling superhero. I'm here at Knowhere Games and Comics, and I've got some exciting news for you. But first, before we get into that, I'm inviting you to check out my latest film that I wrote and directed in, had a little cameo appearance, Villains Anonymous. It's a comedy about a support group for ex-supervillains. Speaking of supervillains, you know Catwoman, right? I hear her and Batman have something interesting going on. Let's talk about it.
Hi, my name is Stacy, and I want to talk to you today about this book called The Lost City Explorers. This is a brand new book out from Aftershock Comics, the same company that has brought you some really big name books like Animosity and Baby Teeth from big name writer Zach Kaplan. This is an awesome story about some adventurers that discover Atlantis is buried under New York City. Our main character discovers her father isn't the quack scientist she thought he was. He may have actually discovered Atlantis and is now missing, so she must go on a quest to find her father, and who knows what other mysteries she might find along the way.
Okay, so if you haven't met him, this is the man of the hour. This is Matthias, co-owner here at Knowhere Games and Comics. Welcome.
Hey, thanks for having me and thanks for coming out, David.
Likewise, I'm glad to be here. I love how much your store has grown. I mean, I was here the very beginning when the store first opened. Dude, if you guys haven't been here in a while, or, I mean, obviously, whenever, I don't know if you're watching this online or in the store or whatever, but if you haven't been in the store yet, come check it out. So, anyways, I was talking about Batman and Catwoman.
Oh, that is an interesting event that's coming up. If you aren't already aware...
Long coming.
Yeah, definitely long coming, at least several decades. But if you weren't aware, back in issue number 24 of Batman, of the current run, Bruce Wayne proposed to Catwoman. And now we're finally coming on that big event. In issue 48, we get the lead-in at the start of the storyline that is going to be the wedding of Batman and Catwoman that will culminate in issue number 50 out on July 4th.
Perfect. 4th of July.
It's going to be an interesting one. Yeah.
Celebrate with a bang in more than one way.
Can I
say that?
Yeah. But I mean, it's certainly an interesting one because it's Bruce Wayne marrying Selina Kyle, but that also quite literally means Batman is marrying Catwoman. And the big problem is Joker, the real villain for Batman, feels that that is not appropriate. So he's going to try and wreck this wedding.
He's going to have none of that.
Yeah.
Okay. So if someone hasn't been reading the Batman comics, like, do Batman and Catwoman know each other's secret identities?
Indeed they do. They've actually known it for quite some time, and if you ever have questions about that, we're always happy to point you in the direction where you can find those issues. Because that one would be Batman Hush by the great Jim Lee and Jeff Loeb.
Awesome. Now, there's another big title coming out, right?
Indeed. Also on the 4th of July, because we couldn't just simply have a wedding for DC, Marvel is doing something big. It's 4th of July, so what's the most patriotic thing you could have re-release?
Captain America!
Exactly!
Of course!
Captain America #1 will be out on July 4th. The really cool thing is it's written by somebody major in the field of comics, the great writer behind Black Panther that has made him so popular in the recent years, Ta-Nehisi Coates. So we're going to have the guy doing this, doing Captain America on July 4th.
That's amazing. I mean, that guy's super talented. Last time I was in your store and we did a fun little video like this, you gave your customers a special little secret code word.
We did. We had a really cool discount where you get some amazing prices on various comics. But, you know, we need a good code word for that.
I've got one. How about one of the lead characters in my new short film, Dr. Devastation?
Ooh, Dr. Devastation. I like that. That can definitely be a code word. But so I can come up with a good idea for the sale, who is Dr. Devastation? Tell me a bit about him.
Okay, so Dr. Devastation, he's not very good at being bad. He's one of those aspiring but failing supervillains. You can actually see his, not really origin story, but his first story, a short film I did years ago called Mirror Mirror. You can find it on YouTube, and by David Michaels, that's me, as you probably already remember. Anyway, so he's talking to a magic mirror, and the mirror talks him out of being a villain. In Villains Anonymous, he's back again as part of a group of ex-villains trying to learn how to be good again. He's the guy in the blue costume. You can't miss him.
All right. Sounds like very interesting. I can't wait to see this movie. But, as we're in our graphic novel room right now, let's say this. If you come in and tell anyone, myself or any of the employees at Knowhere Games and Comics, the code word Dr. Devastation, how about you get buy 2, get the 3rd free on any graphic novel in the store.
Any graphic novel? Like any of these?
Any of these or more throughout Knowhere Games and Comics.
You can't beat that. Buy 2, get 1 free.
Yep. All
Graphic
you gotta
novels.
say
Okay.
is Dr. Devastation.
Dr. Devastation. And if you give a little mwahaha, all the better. Just have fun, guys. Now, I was walking around your store and I saw something else that I was a little curious about, and I was hoping you could talk about why we got you here. There's something about you could get #1 issues for $1. What's that about?
Oh, indeed. If you're looking for a new comic to read, we have an entire section when you first walk into the store of $1 #1s. They're reprints of classic comic tales from Marvel and DC, or brand new events from Image. The first issue for just $1, and then we have something to top it off, as if that wasn't already a great deal of getting 20 plus pages for just $1. If you like the comic and want to read more, you can turn that $1 #1 back in for $1 off the collected edition that will get you the entire first storyline.
How do you beat that? You can't. Okay, awesome. So, Matthias, I love you. You take care of your people. I've got one thing here I want to share. What's this?
Well, that's the newest HeroClix set. HeroClix is a great miniature game that uses classic licensed properties from comics, movies, video games, and more. You can play characters from Star Trek, Lord of the Rings, Pacific Rim, Street Fighter, Yu-Gi-Oh!, Marvel, DC, and more in a really great combat system. The coolest part...
Yeah, these are like normal booster packs, right? There's what, 5 figures in these things?
5 figures in each.
But the box, this, does not look like this. What's the difference?
So here's the big thing. With this new set, Avengers Infinity, which is perfectly timed for a recent film that you guys might have caught in theaters, the Avengers Infinity War, we're making a big deal. Instead of just 5 traditional figures that are about yay tall and look amazing, you get 4 traditional figures and a 5th colossal figure. In fact, David, why don't you open one up and show people what you can get in that?
Okay, guys. We have not opened this box before. We're going to open this live on camera. We have no idea what's inside. We're going to find out together. Okay, you
I
ready?
want to point that David was the one who chose this booster pack out, so if we pull a dud, it's 100% him. But there's no duds in this. There's nothing but amazing stuff. So let's get it on camera to open it up.
All right, here we go. I feel like Christmas morning all of a sudden. All right.
Ooh.
Oh, I already dropped something. Okay.
Back on camera. All right.
So we got.
Well, that could not be more fitting for a Knowhere pull right there. Century number
459. Okay.
Yeah.
It's got a big old
That is
dial.
a really cool one. That one's an old classic character from probably the 1967,
Also came
68.
with a shield agent.
Ooh.
Pulling them out of the little brackets here.
There's a fitting character.
Anti-vision.
Yeah. Might be a spoiler towards Avengers 4.
Didn't hear it from us. Black Panther.
Once again, looks a little like that guy.
And last but not least, one of my favorites, Tigra.
There we go. So you'll get all that as well as the cards in one of those booster packs. MSRP on them is just $15, and it's all you need to get in the game, really. We host HeroClix events every Saturday at 6 p.m. so you can hop in and put these things to use with your friends, as well as come in anytime to play on our nice playmats that we always have available for free on our tables. And, check out the other boosters, because, somebody's going to have to defeat Thanos with those Avengers Infinity pieces. He is, if not the deadliest, the most destructive force in the Marvel Universe, and you don't want to mess with him. So, come check out the HeroClix and take advantage of those awesome new pieces here at Knowhere.
And they got board games here, comics, graphic novels, collectible card games like Magic the Gathering, all kinds of stuff. Can't go wrong. Thanks for checking it out.
Thank you guys.